Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. So we will continue with DP in democratic politics. Previous class, I started with the features of democracy, right? How many features I told?
Economics.
No, that I will not be taking economics now because today one more period you have, right?
No, ma'am, only one.
Today only one period for you?
Yes, period history also.
It's
Okay, so 2 periods history, 1 period DP is over for you, right? Shivanya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but today we will continue with the politics because when I finish next week, what I will do next week, 2 periods I will be taking the economics. Okay, so don't worry. So this week we will continue with DP. Then next period, next week, 2 periods I will be taking for the economics. Okay, so few features I told you related to the features of democracy. Michelle, can you tell the features? Michelle. Everyone switch on your video. I can't see anyone. Fast. Switch on your video. Fast, fast. Taiba. Michelle, just 1 minute. Alia, Shivanand, Vinayak, Christo, Catherine, Adnan. All switch on your video. Ansel, Evelyn. Okay. Michelle, can you tell?
I can repeat the question.
What are the features of democracy? We discussed some features of democracy. What are those features? What are those features? Michelle, you were there, I think, in the last class. Yes or no? Michelle, unmute. Abhinav, can you tell? Abhinav.
He's having audio issues.
Okay. Prarthana, can you tell?
Last class I was not there.
Okay. Then Gopi Krishna.
Ma'am, democracy is the government by
No,
the people.
That you are telling about the definition. I told some features I told.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Shivanya.
Ma'am, in democracy, the people elect their leaders.
People elect their leaders. Some features didn't I tell you?
You told in democracy the decision-making power
Yes,
is with
first feature is that in democracy, the decision-making power, it should be with whom? The representatives of the people, or it will be with the people themselves, because we feel that indirectly the wish of the people, it is getting into effect. Okay. Second feature?
Ma'am, only that one you told.
Only that one I told?
Yes, ma'am. Then you told about in Pakistan, General Musharraf, that one.
Okay. So do you have 2 periods today?
Yes, ma'am. Economics and history.
Not history. History 2 periods I completed, right?
Yes, ma'am. Today the next period is history.
My dear, 2 periods. See, in a week you have 2 periods for history. Okay? Yes. The 2 periods I completed. Okay? I think the first day and the next day. I mean Wednesday, Monday and Wednesday. With that I completed history 2 periods, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then because previous day you had 2 periods, in that one I took for history, one I took for DP. Okay, so just listen carefully now. Monday and Wednesday, with that history 2 periods I will finish. Okay, then Wednesday I took politics. Then today also I'll be taking politics. Okay. I wanted to complete little more portion in politics. Next week, only economics. Only economics in the sense history and economics. Okay. So only one point I have told you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay, I'll share the screen now. Okay. Yeah. Features of democracy. I told you that General Parvez Musharraf, he overthrew the government there. He himself became the president there and he started ruling, brought a lot of changes there. And the decision power was not with the people. It was with whom? With whom it was?
Ma'am, with General Musharraf and
General
army
Parvez
official.
Musharraf at the same time with the military people. So here no decision power is with the people. Okay. Now next important point related to that. Democracy, it must be based on free and fair election. Okay, free and fair election in the sense there should not be any compulsion from any side that the people should vote for this particular person, or people should have a choice in front of them, like many political parties are standing for the election. We are getting a lot of choice here. Okay, so we feel that, okay, this person is good or this party is good, we are putting vote for it. What about India? What do you feel in India? How in the election related to political parties, what kind of system we have, Prarthana?
Can you repeat the question?
In India, related to election, when we conduct the election, what situation you can see with the political parties? How many parties we have, or do we have only one party? How it is?
Ma'am, we have different parties, so 18 plus people will be
parties.
voting.
Yeah, or those who are above 18, they can put the vote and we can see which party is good, and according to our wish, we can put the vote. So that must be one feature of democracy. So here, this is one feature what they have given. A democracy should be based on free and fair election. Now, two examples they have given in your textbook. First one is related to China. Okay, China, after every 5 years, do you think China is a democratic country? Anyone? Anyone?
No.
China is not a democratic country. Now, let me tell you what tells, or on what basis we are telling it is not a democratic country. Okay, China, like our country, after how many years we have election?
5 years.
5 years. The same way China also, they have elections after every 5 years. Okay, they have a parliament there, and to the parliament they are electing people. That they have a particular name for that parliament, that is Conco Rainman DBO Dawi. Okay, Conco Rainman DBU Dawi. This is the name of China's parliament. Now, for us, we are finding it very difficult to talk this particular term. So we have, it is given in English also, that is National People's Congress. Okay. So what is the name of that country's parliament? China's National People's Congress. Okay. Now, every year, I mean, after 5 years, they have elections. Now, in that elections, you can see that 3,000 elected members were there. Members are there in the country's parliament. Okay. So the number, if you compare India's and there, it is totally different. Ours is very less than China's. 3,000 elected members are there. Now, out of these elected members, some are elected by military people. Okay, some are elected by military people in the sense only military people can choose them. That is one thing. Now, another one important point what they have given, there is only one party, that is Chinese Community Party. So you just compare our situation and China's situation. They have only one party. What is the name of that particular party?
National People's Congress.
That is parliament. Okay. Party's name is Chinese Communist Party. Only one party there. And in that party, you can see small parties are there joined with that. 8 small parties are there joined with that. But even then, if they have joined with the Communist Party, so literally speaking, only one party. In India, is it like that?
No, ma'am.
No, it's not like that. So only one Chinese party they have, and there you can see they are allowed to, people are allowed to vote, stand for election only if they belong to this particular party. No other parties can stand for the election. Do you think this is a democracy?
No.
No. So always who will form the government? Which party will form the government?
Chinese
Communist Party. There is no way that any other party can form the government here. Okay, that is one thing. Now, this one example. So Chinese example, why did I tell that? It shows that it doesn't have the feature of a democracy. Okay. Now, next example, what they have given is regarding Mexico. Mexico, you can see they also had elections, or they also have elections. There, the election timing, period of election is different. It is 6 years. Okay. So after every 6 years, they have elections, and you can see that until 2000, till 2000, every election, it is won by one party, that is PRI, or Institutional Revolutionary Party. Okay, so in Mexico, what is the period of time after for election?
Ma'am, 6 years.
6 years. Okay. Now, after the election, you can see I told that only one party is coming to the power. What is the name of that party? PRI, or Institutional Revolutionary Party. Now you may feel that why this is called as PRI, because their language, it is a bit different. What is that? Partido Revolucionario Institutional, like that it is. Okay, that is why it is PRI. Okay. Now, so even though they have many other parties in the country, opposition parties never used to win in the election. Okay. Now, what do you mean by opposition party? What do you mean by that?
A party other than the Institutional Revolutionary Party.
No, in general, you tell. What do you mean by opposition party? In our country also, we have opposition party. Which...
Ma'am, side and...
Ma'am,
right side and all we say no.
Okay,
BJP
in our country. Okay, in our country, we have an opposition party. What is that opposition party now?
Ma'am, UDF.
In the sense, Congress party, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why we are calling them as opposition party?
Ma'am,
because they're opposing the government.
Is it because of the why they came to the opposition side?
No, ma'am, the party who's ruling now, they are opposite to that.
No, why they can't be in government then? Why they can't rule?
Ma'am, because people selected the party.
Okay, majority of the seats, it was in the hands of BJP. So who didn't get the seats for forming the government, they will form the opposition party. Okay, here also always which party used to win? PRI. Okay, so the other parties are called as opposition party. Now here what happened, opposition parties, they never win in the election. That is one thing. Now what all things these party they used to do for campaigning? You know what is campaigning? What is campaigning?
And
promoting their own party for making the people to put vote. Okay, so here you can see 2-3 methods they followed in their country to get the vote. Okay, PRI, they follow 2-3 methods. One method is what? Whoever is there in the government office, they all should go for party meeting. Which party meeting? Which party meeting? PRI's party meeting. So they all should go for party meeting. That is the first thing. Second thing what they did, they told the teachers that the teachers should tell the parents that they should put for PRI party, nobody else. Okay, so that is another criteria used by whom? By PRI to get the vote. So they used to always tell that, okay, tell parents, teachers always should advise that they should vote for PRI. That is another thing.
Can I say the first point, the government?
First point, yeah, government office. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it is given there. Government officers, they should attend the party meetings. They should attend the party meeting. So whenever meetings are party conduct the meetings, they should attend. This shows that they are the members of that particular party. Okay. Second thing, teachers are started, or they should tell that the parents should vote for PRI. That is the second thing. Third one, you can see that media, they always criticized the opposition. You know that media means what? What all comes under media?
The newspapers.
Newspaper, TV, radio, everywhere they used to show that opposition parties are useless. Okay, they always criticize the opposition party. They say that opposition party is not at all good. So people get a feeling that why to vote for a party which is useless. Okay, so like that, they had a feeling, they create a feeling among the people. Media always criticize the opposition party. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't have other parties. It is not like China. China has only one party, but here they have other parties. But what happens? They are not having a chance to form the government. Okay. Now, another one thing you can see, these PRI, they used to follow all the dirty tricks to win in the election. Okay, all the dirty tricks in the sense they may do sometimes some fraud practices are done to get the vote. Sometimes money is given to the people to get the vote. Sometimes you can see that one areas will be shifted. You know that what is a polling booth? What is a polling booth? What do you mean by polling booth?
The place
where we go to vote.
Yeah, where we go and cast our vote. Okay, so that area, what these PRI they used to do, they will at the last moment they will tell that, okay, this polling booth is cancelled now, you have to go to another area. So people find it difficult, they don't go for voting. So like these kind of some practices, some dirty tricks are played by the PRI to get or to remain in the power. Okay, so this is one example to show that parties are there, many parties are there, but what happened? Only one party is coming to the power. So can we call Mexico as a democracy?
No, ma'am.
No. Why can't we call? Why can't we call? That is the answer for this. I mean, free and fair election. What do you mean by free election? Free and fair election means what?
People can choose.
People can choose their particular representatives. Now, here in Mexico, are the people free to choose?
No, ma'am.
No. Why? Because of unfair practices. Elections are done in an unfair manner. Campaigns are done in unfair manner. At the same time, Chinese government, if you see, they are not doing much unfair practices. But what is the problem there?
They have only one party.
Political parties are not there, only one political party is there. So no, they don't have a choice in front of them. They have to, when they are going for voting, only one party is there. So they have to vote for that particular party only. So there is no real choice between political parties. Even in Mexico also, even if there is a choice, unfair methods are practiced here. So these two examples shows that, it shows what? Free and fair election is which feature we say as a part of democracy, that is not there in China and Mexico. So if it is not there, we cannot call it as a democracy. So here last sentence, if you see, holding election is not sufficient. Here in China also election is there, Mexico also election is there. But what is not there? A real choice is not there in front of the people. Okay, so this is another feature of democracy. What is that feature? Ellen, can you read it out, that feature? Yeah, what is the feature?
Holding Elections are not sufficient. It should offer a real choice.
No, only the first underlined feature. You just read it out.
Okay. A democracy must be based on a free and fair election. Those currently in power have a fair chance of losing.
What do you mean by that? Those who are in power have a fair chance of losing. What is that? Can anyone say?
According to their rule, the people may change the party next time.
Yeah, it's not necessary that only one party will come into the system every time. There should be a chance that they also should lose and another party should come. Okay, so this is one feature. Now, next one. This is another one feature you can see, that is, in democracy, each and every adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. Okay, so voting should be there. And if I am putting a vote, that should be equal to 1. Value should be 1. It should not be different. Okay, now here, few examples I have given here. First is in the case of Saudi Arabia. Till 2015, okay, till the time 2015, in Saudi Arabia, women, they didn't have the right to vote. So it shows that it is not a democratic country because everyone, they are not having the voting power. Okay, so one example, Saudi Arabia, it shows that all are not having the right to vote. Second one is Estonia. Estonia, there some Russian minorities are there. Okay, what do you mean by a minority?
Lower class.
Minority means what?
Majority is opposite.
Majority is opposite.
Ma'am, the people who are less in number.
Yeah, their number will be very less. Okay, less. For example, in India, we say minorities are there. Like, for example, we can say Anglo-Indians. They are in the minority category because their number is very less. Okay, so like that, here what they have given, in Estonia, Russian minorities are there. Sometimes they will not get the right to vote. Some rules and regulations are there that doesn't give them right to vote. So Estonia also, we can't say that they have a democracy there. Okay, another one, Fiji. Okay, Fiji, what they are telling that in Fiji, you can see that there are different groups of people. They have indigenous Fijian people. What do you mean by indigenous Fijian people? What is that indigenous Fiji? Can anyone say? Indigenous Fijian people. Or you know what do you mean by original Fijian people? Original Indians or original Americans? What do you mean by that?
They are immigrants from other country. Then
they have not shifted from other countries. They were living in that particular country from the beginning, or like that. They are the original ones, we say. Okay, and there were a group of people, Indiana Fijians or Indian Fijian. Okay, Indian Fijian in the sense they might have, it's not our Indians they are talking. You might have heard about even Red Indians and all. Okay, there is a category of people there also. So Indian Fijian, their writing vote is different here in the sense whenever an indigenous Fijian put vote. For example, you understand. It's an example only. Exactly, it's not like that. Okay. For example, if I put a vote, that vote is equal to 10 vote. Okay. This Indian Fijian, if put a vote, that is equal to 1 vote. So what will happen? Indian Fijian, only 1 vote. Or you can see, okay, Nima. Okay. Nima, when she puts vote, her vote is equal to 1. When I put vote, my vote is equal to 10. Is it fair?
No, ma'am.
No, you are showing a difference that I am getting more value and she is getting less value. It is showing like that, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
The same way in Fiji it happens. Okay, original Fiji people, whenever they put vote, their voting value is more. But what happens to the Indian Fiji? Their voting have less value. So this sort of differences are there. Here, can we call it as a democracy?
No, ma'am.
No. So this is these are the three examples which shows that the person who is putting vote, it doesn't have proper values. So what is another feature I told you? One person, one value, one vote, one value. So whoever is putting vote, it should be equal to one vote or same value it should be.
To replace the deposed government with a number, is a direct vote in which the electorate is up and supervised by a National Security Council dominated by military officers. The military officers and elected parliament and government.
This is another examples they are telling that Pinochet, Jaruzelski, all these people were following like a dictatorship.
The elected representatives of the people would have the final decision-making power. This and parents in government schools were compelled to attend PRI meetings and vote for them. The media was also in cahoots with the PRI. Reporting activities.
That's what I told. Media, teachers, all were influencing the people to vote for PRI.
Opposition parties only to criticize them. The PRI even shifted the polling booths and used large amounts of money for its candidates. So, in effect, though Mexico has never been under military or dictatorship.
So, in reality, what happens here? They are not under any dictatorship. They are not under any too much of control or anything like that. But in reality, people, they don't have any choice of election. And because of that, we can't call it as free and fair election.
Places where the equal right to vote is denied. We look at some examples here. The first example is Saudi Arabia, where women are not allowed to vote. Another example is Estonia, where the citizenship rules make it difficult for people belonging to the Russian minority to gain the right to vote. Finally, let's look at Fiji, where the electoral system gives more value to the vote of an ethnic Fijian and less to that of an Indian Fijian.
Now, next example is related to, so here you can see next feature, that is democratic government. They should rule according to the constitution. Okay, can anyone tell what do you mean by constitution? What is constitution? What do you mean by constitution?
There's a book where all the rules of a country
are
written.
It is a book where all rules and regulations are written. Okay, so here another point, it supports that, or it justifies that democratic government should rule according to the constitution, or it should be within the limits of the constitution. It should respect the people's right or citizens' right. Okay, so here they are taking one example, that is Zimbabwe. They got independence. Their white people were ruling. They were their number were very less, but they were ruling. So there is a party, SANU-PF. SANU-PF is the name of the party. They fought against the white people. They got freedom. Same way in India, we also had a party who fought for independence. What is the name of that party? Which party fought for independence in our country?
Indian National Congress.
Indian National Congress. They fought the same way. There also they had a party, ZANU-PF. Robert Mugabe was the leader. Then they got freedom. Robert Mugabe came to the throne. I mean, a government. He formed the government. But what he did, he started ruling and ruling. Over many years, or after many years, he started changing the constitution. He started amending the constitution. Okay. Then that shows that he wants to be more powerful now. He is becoming a dictator. He passed many laws that if anybody is questioning the president, they will be getting punishment. Like that, he started behaving. What he did, he changed the constitution. Any opposition parties are there, if they are conducting any meeting, they will be suppressed by Robert Mugabe. If any demonstration is there, or if anybody is talking anything against the government, or if any public protest is there, the Robert Mugabe, what he will do, he will suppress that. Okay. At the same time, if anyone is criticizing the president, they also will be getting punishment. Like that, he changed the situation in Zimbabwe. And you can see TV, radio, newspaper, everything was controlled by Robert Mugabe. He started, what he did, one more thing is that court, judiciary started telling that what he is doing is wrong. So he never heard about it. He doesn't want to hear that. He ignored the court decision. He pressurized the judges to talk in favor of him. Okay, so this is another one important point you can see related to Robert Mugabe. Just see the video now.
Strategies cannot really be qualified as democracy.
He is the one who fought against the white people and got the freedom. He was very popular. But what happened? He became... What happened after when he came to the government? Yes? Alana, what happened when he came to the government? Whether he was following the democratic principles? No, then what happened?
Changed the constitution.
He changed the constitution. He is becoming autocratic, or he is becoming undemocratic. He was ruling like a dictator. So these are the important things you can see related to the Zimbabwe. Now remaining one more period is there. I will be continuing your the same topic. Okay. I'll take the attendance. Adnan. Fast. Adnan. Absent. Agna.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Akhila.
Present.
Ellen.
Present.
Alana. Present. Alina.
Present, ma'am.
Alna John. Alna.
I'm absent.
Absent. Ansel.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Anlia. Present. Ashmit.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Ayman.
I'm present.
Present. Devika. Present or absent? Absent. Catherine.
Present, ma'am.
Christo. Present. Dion.
Present, ma'am.
Dion.
Dion is absent.
I saw him before.
He was there, ma'am.
Yeah. Abhinav also I saw.
Abhinav is present. He was there.
Okay. Evelyn.
Present, ma'am.
Fatimat Shaza.
Present, ma'am.
Gobi Krishna.
Present, ma'am.
Harsh Singh. Absent. Jeevan Joshi. Fast.
I'm absent.
Absent. Jeff Verghese.
Present, ma'am.
Gino.
Present, ma'am.
Joseph. Absent.
I'm absent.
Krishnaveni.
Present, ma'am.
Mithun.
Present, ma'am.
Vishal.
Present, ma'am.
Seema.
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek.
Present, ma'am.
Hasan. Alia present. Okay. Asin present. Prarthana present. Rolga absent. Rudra absent. Sachin. Safa.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Present. Salan. Present. Sarhad. Past. Sarhad. Absent. Shankari absent?
No, ma'am. Present.
Present. Shivanya?
Present.
Shivanand?
Present.
Present. First time I think Shivanand is coming to class. Steve?
Present, ma'am.
Present. Suryanarayanan?
Ma'am, absent.
Absent. Thomas Chaco? Tia?
Yes, ma'am.
Varada?
Present, ma'am.
Vinayak?
Present, ma'am.
You? Absent. Zaiba? Saiba, present?
Absent.
Absent. Okay, thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.